John, amazing night for the club. 150 years. You've been part and parcel of this club for far too long than I can remember. But what does Exeter Rugby Club mean to you?
Well, as a lad, when I joined Exeter in 1970, I never thought that I would be still here 50 years later. But what we've achieved as a club and what it means to the rest of the area and what it's meant to me and my family, it's been more than my life. It's been absolutely amazing time of my life, and I'm so proud to have been involved in it, and there's still more to come.
Lots of highs, lots of lows, but you had to go through those lows to get to where we are now, didn't we?
Yeah, what we went through in the 80s when things were struggling, we all stuck together, and 10 or 12 of us are still here today now, and it means so much to us to achieve things. And we know we're not going to win every game of rugby, but the friendship, the camaraderie, and the nice people that you meet going up as well as coming down, it's been a wonderful, wonderful part of my life, and I'll never be able to replace it. And I can't say too much to say how much I owe to Exeter Rugby Club.
Paul and John mentioned it earlier that 50 years down the line from playing, it's like meeting up with your best mates again, the lifelong friends that you probably haven't seen some of them in more recent times, but that brotherhood, that camaraderie, everything, it's there, isn't it, in spades? Very
much so. Every home game there must be 8 or 9 of us here, and Russell Lee's 39 tries in a season, he always keeps telling me, and Paul Baxter, how many times we won the ball against the head. To play against Australia, South Africa and New Zealand, it's just part of a dynasty in this club that I couldn't have ever imagined would have ever happened again. And I'm just so proud of my family. We're all part of Exeter Rugby Club, and many more years to come, I hope.
John, you and I travel motorway miles every week or every other week watching this team. We've been abroad as well. Where this club is now, we're not that little small town in Devon anymore. We're an international force with world-class players. Hugely proud, and as you say, the future is incredibly bright.
Yeah, and we've always got to remember where we come from. Most of us have come from smaller clubs, and we've all come from smaller towns. Everybody's behind us now in the southwest of England, and a lot of people say, Radio Devon does this and Radio Devon does that, but it's all part of the great enjoyment and how much more we can enjoy. And we've got to enjoy when we lose as well as when we win, because in sport, winning and losing is part of the game. But we do very well at this club, and I'm very proud and privileged to have been part of it.
I could take you back to a couple of years ago at Ashton Gate, and then a week later at Twickenham, and there was a tear in your eye. That was a special moment, wasn't it?
Very
you probably
much.
Had many memories, but I know you were pretty special.
And we actually said you've made a lot of us older players very, very proud. And even to go to Twickenham in that rainy day that we did what we did, and with the way we did it, and we've always been magnanimous in defeat. But my word, when we know how to party, and that's all part of the modern rugby player. Just as we did 50 years ago, first time I won the Devon Cup, I don't think I got home for a couple of nights.
We know you've seen it there tonight, the future's bright, isn't it? It's not just the men, the women are coming through now with the team, the academy, we've seen the success that's bringing, the hotel, the stands. It's a good place to be, a good journey to be on. Very much so, and we're led from the top with our directors and Tony Rowe, and the hotel's another part of our sort of involvement. But what you've always got to remember, we are a proper rugby club. We're not just a team, we are a rugby club. We've got the ladies involved now, we've got the youth and the community, and long may it continue. And as long as the game continues to go from places like Exeter Rugby Club, the game's in good health, and we want more people playing. And when we see crowds like we're going to have again tomorrow for Bath, you're going to have 14,000-15,000. That is brilliant for the West Country. You are going to have a shed load of memories. Which one stands out the most? Well, the best one's got to be that night at Bristol in the rain, when Steenson kicked that drop goal, and then Sesteret ran down the wing. I can see it now. I wake up some nights thinking about it. It's so proud. And the way the players behaved afterwards and came back here, and the crowd here, having seen the game 3 hours ago, they were still saying shh as Steenson took a kick in our clubhouse on the television. Wonderful, wonderful days. We've had some wonderful memories, and we're very, very proud of what we've achieved. But I keep saying there is still more to come from this group of players.